Good morning, students. Welcome to e-learning program. Myself, Sunil Lekar from HAL English Medium School, Ozar Township, Ozar. Now, students, today we are going to learn the last chapter of this history book, that is 14th chapter, Formation of State of Maharashtra. After India gained independence, there was demand on large scale for the reconstruction of states on linguistic basis. In Maharashtra, also demand for state of Marathi speaking people led to Samyukta Maharashtra movement from 1946 onwards. Through various changing circumstances, the movement progressed and finally on 1st May 1960, the state of Maharashtra came to be formed. Now, background from the beginning of the 20th century, many scholars had begun to express the thoughts on unification of Marathi speaking people. So, in 1911, the British government had to suspend the partition of Bengal. On this background, N.C. Kelkar wrote that the entire Marathi speaking population should be under one dominion. In 1915, Lokmanya Tilak had demanded the reconstruction of the state based on language. But during that period, the issue of independence of India was more important. Hence, this issue remained aside. On 12th May 1946, in the Sahitya Sammelan at Belgaum, an important resolution regarding Samyukta Maharashtra was passed. Now, just we have seen the first of all, that is the introduction or background of this point is there. After the independence, there was large-scale demand for reconstruction of state on linguistic basis. Okay, from the beginning of 20th century, many scholars had begun to express the thought on unification of Marathi-speaking people. Then N.C. Kelkar presented the idea that the entire Marathi-speaking population should be under one dominion. Then in 1915, Lokmanya Tilak had demanded the reconstruction of states based on language. On 12th May 1946, a resolution was passed regarding Samyukta Maharashtra in the Sahitya Sammelan at Belgaum. Okay, now the next point is that is Samyukta Maharashtra Parishad. On 20th July, Maharashtra Ekikaran Parishad was called at Mumbai. Shankarrao Dev was its president. It passed a resolution that all Marathi-speaking regions should be included in one state. This should also include Marathi-speaking region of Mumbai, central provinces as well as Marathwada and Gomantak. Now, under the leadership of Shankarrao Dev, Maharashtra Ekikaran Parishad was conveyed at Mumbai on 28th July 1946. A resolution to unite Marathi-speaking region of Mumbai and central provinces as well as Marathwada and Gomantak was passed. Okay. Now the next point is that is the Dar Commission. The Dar Commission on 17 June 1947, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the president of Constituent Assembly, established Dar Commission under the chairmanship of Justice S.K. Dar for forming linguistic provinces. On 10 December 1948, the report of Dar Commission was published, but the issue remained unsolved. The president of Constituent Assembly, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, was established the Dar Commission on 17 June 1947. The commission started the work under the leadership of Justice S.K. Dar to form states on linguistic basis. On 10 December 1948, the report of the commission was published, but issue remained unsolved. Okay, now the next point is JVP Committee, Three Ministers Committee. JVP, what do you mean by JVP? J means Jawaharlal Nehru, V means Vallabhbhai Patel, and P means Pattabhisita Ramaiah. that is three ministers came together in this committee that is called as the JVP committee is there. Okay, we will see this point. To study the condition of creating linguistic provinces, the Congress appointed a committee on 29th December 1948. It included Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, and Pattabhisita Ramayya. It is known by the initial of these members as JVP committee. The report suggested that Congress accepted the concept of linguistic state in principle, but the time was not proper for it. Severe response was seen throughout Maharashtra against this report. During that time, Senapati Bapat organized rallies for awakening of people. Acharya Atre got past the proposal of Samyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai. In the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, it got passed by 50 against 35 votes. Due to it, the desire that Mumbai should be included in Maharashtra was proven. Okay, now this is the JVP committee is there. The Congress appointed a three ministers committee on 29 December 1948 to study the conditions of creating in linguistic provinces. Okay, so the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Pattabhisita Ramayya were included in the committee, also known as JVP committee. The report suggested that Congress accepted to concept the linguistic state, but the time was not proper for it. So people's response was severe. Senapati Bapat organized rallies for awakening of the people, but it was not used. Okay. Now the next point is that is the Commission for Reconstruction of States. The government of India appointed a commission for reconstruction of states on 29 December 1953 under the chairmanship of Justice Fazal Ali. This commission presented their proposal on 10th October 1955. This proposal advocated for creation of bilingual Mumbai state. Okay, now that is the proposal in Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Okay, the Commission for Reconstruction State. The Government of India appointed a Commission for Reconstruction of State on 29 December 1953 under Justice Fazal Ali. In proposal presented on 10th October 1955, a creation of a bilingual Mumbai state was advocated. Okay. Now the next point is that is the Nagpur Pact is there. Marathi people of all regions should resolve to make one state was the purpose of signing the Nagpur Pact in 1953. According to this pact, Samyukta Maharashtra was formed including Western Maharashtra and Vidarbha along with Marathwada. In 1956, as per the amendment of the Constitution, Article 371(2) was included in it. According to the Nagpur Pact, assurance was given regarding equitable financial provision for developmental work, ample finance for technical and vocational education, provision of state government services in particular regions in accordance with the population, and assembly session once in a year should be held in Nagpur, etc. The struggle for Marathi speaking people for formation of Maharashtra with Mumbai had begun. A huge meeting was held on Kamgar Maidan in Mumbai. At that time, Shankarrao Dev said, "We will oppose the separation of Mumbai from Maharashtra up to our last breath." The emotion and demands of the people took the form of public agitation. Women also spontaneously started participating in it. Sumati Bai Gore, Ismat Chugtai, Durga Bhagwat, Tara Reddy, Charushila Gupte, Kamaltai More, Sultana Johari and many such women took part in the agitation. On 7th November 1955, there was a meeting, a labor, various labor's organization, communist, Praja Socialist, 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 then peasants, the Workers' Party, Janasangh, etc., etc. All these political parties participated in it. Comrade Sripad Amru Dange presided over it. Here, S.M. Joshi proposed a resolution that Samyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai and Vidarbha should be created. Now, this is the Nagpur Pact is there. Okay. Now we have read this Nagpur Pact is there. Actually, the leader from the part of Maharashtra came together in Nagpur in 1953. Okay. Now, then they signed the pact for to form a state of Marathi people, speaking people. According to this pact, Samyukta Maharashtra was formed, including Western Maharashtra and Vidarbha, along with Marathwada. According to this Nagpur Pact, the assurance was given that finance will be provided for developmental work. Second, finance will be provided for technical and vocational education. Then government services will be provided in accordance with the population of the particular region. Once in a year, an assembly session will be held in Nagpur. Then meeting at Kamgar Maidan is there. A huge meeting at Kamgar Maidan in Mumbai was held on 7th November 1955. The demand a Marathi state. Shankar Rao Dev said, "We will oppose the separation of Mumbai from Maharashtra up to our last breath." Emotions and demands of the people took the form of public agitation. Many women like Sumati Tai Gore, Ismat Chuktai, Tara Peddi, Durga Bhagwat, etc. took part in the agitation. Now, the meeting at 7 November 1955, a meeting of various labor organizations, communist, communist, then Praja Socialist, Socialist, Peasant and Workers' Party, Janasangh, etc. was held on 7 November 1955. It was presided over the Comrade Sri Pad Amrut Dange. S.M. Joshi opposed resolution create Samyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai and Vidarbha. Just we have seen this. Okay, the point is there. We explain. Then another point is that is the beginning of actual conflict. Discontent among the Marathi-speaking people was growing. A grand march led by Senapati Bapat was taken to Vidhan Sabha. Morarji Desai was the chief minister at that time. The government declared a ban. The police started lathi charge and used tear gas. On that evening, an open meeting was conducted on Kamgar Maidan with a mob of around 50,000 comrades. Dange guided the people to accelerate the struggle for the Samyukta Maharashtra movement. On 21st November 1955, a decision of one day token strike was taken. Now, the discontent among the Marathi speaking people was growing. Senapati Bapat led the grand march to Vidhan Sabha. Morarji Desai was the chief minister. The government declared a ban. Then police lathi charge and used tear gas on the protester who broke the ban. But Comrade Sripad Dange guided a mob of 50,000 people at Kamgar Maidan. Why? To accelerate the movement, it was decided to hold one day token strike on 21st November 1955. Then the next point is that is the establishment of Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti. Okay, the issue of the demand of the Marathi speaking people started becoming complicated. Discontent spread throughout the state. On 6 February 1956, a meeting was conducted under the chairmanship of Keshavrao Jede at Tilak Smarak Mandir in Pune. The Samiti declared its executive council, Comrade Sipra Dange, Amrut Dange, as the president, Dr. T.R. Naraune as vice president, and S.M. Joshi as general secretary were selected. G.T. Matkholkar, Acharya P.K. Atre, Madhu Dandavate, Prabodhankar Keshav Thakre, Y.K. Sauni played important role in establishing the Samiti. At the same time, Senapati Bapat, then Kranti Siya Nana Patil, just you can see here S.M. Joshi, the photograph of, and then Prabodhankar Thakre is there. Okay, the great role they have made in the Samyukta Marathi. That is then the Lalji Pense, then Ahilyabai Ranjnekar contributed immensely to the Samyukta Maharashtra movement. They spread the movement to rural part of Maharashtra. When it was clear that Mumbai will not be included in Maharashtra, at that time there aroused a huge public agitation. In this movement, 106 people became martyrs in the firing opened by state government. In memory of the 106 sons of Maharashtra who became martyr for formation of Samyukta Maharashtra, the Hutatma Smarak was erected in Mumbai near Flora Fountain. On 1st November 1956, bilingual Mumbai state came into existence. Later in 1957, Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha and Mumbai Municipal Corporation elections were held. Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti got grand success. This result made it clear that the voters were against bilingual state and in favor of Samyukta Maharashtra. Okay, now this point we have explained here. Read it. The unveiling statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj mounted on horse on Pratapgarh was to be done at the hands of Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on 30th November 1957. At that time, Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti decided to make a huge demonstration under the leadership of Bhai Madhavrao Bagal. Leaders like S.M. Joshi, N.G. Gore, Jayantrao Tilak, P.K. Atre, then Uddhavrao Patil were present. Severe demonstrations were made at Pasarni Ghat and Polatpur. The Samiti succeeded in making Pandit Nehru aware of the condition as well as of the sentiments of the Marathi speaking people. The central government favored the making of Maharashtra due to the agitation led by Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti. At this instant, Indira Gandhi, president of Congress, supported the Samyukta Maharashtra movement. The central government consented the two linguistic states, Maharashtra and Gujarat. In April 1960, the parliament passed the Mumbai Reorganization Act. According to this act, Maharashtra state was formed on 1st May 1960. At the dawn of 1st May 1960, in the special ceremony at Raj Bhavan on occasion of Labor Day, Pandit Nehru officially announced the formation of Maharashtra state. Yashwantrao Chauhan accepted the responsibility as the first chief minister of Maharashtra. Now we have seen this point here. Now we'll explain it. Establishment of Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti is there. Okay. As discontented grew, the issue Marathi speaking people became complicated. Okay, just we have seen this, the important role of in the formation of Samiti, that is the GT Madgolkar, Madkolkar, Acharya P.K. Atre, Madhu Dandavate, Prabandhankar, Keshav Thakre, Y.K. Savni played important role in the formation of Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti. Now, what contribution in the movement is there? That is the Senapati Bapat, then Krantisiya Nana Patil, Lalaji Pendse, Ahilyabai Ranjangaonkar, Ranjnekar made notable contribution to the movement. Then Hutatma Smarak we have seen here. That is the in that point there, uh, a huge public agitation took place when it was clear that Mumbai will not be included in Maharashtra. So at that time, in the movement, 106 people became martyrs in firing. In their memory, Hutatma Smarak was erected in Mumbai near Flora Fountain, just we have seen here. Then Samyukta Maharashtra movement spread throughout the state and reached villages. Common people joined the movement spontaneously. The grand success of Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti in Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha and Mumbai Municipal Corporation in 1957 made it clear that the voters were in favor of Samyukta Maharashtra. Okay, just we have seen here. Now, you can see here Uddhav Rao Patil's photograph is there. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was going to unveil statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj mounted on horse on Pratapgarh on 30th November 1957. Under the leadership of Bhai Madhavrao Bagal, Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti organized huge demonstration. The leaders like S.M. Joshi, uh, N.G. Gore, Jayant Rao Tilak, then P.K. Atre participated in these protest at Pasrani Ghat and Polatpur. Just we have seen here. Okay. Now here we can see here the Mumbai Reorganization Act is there. Due to the agitation of Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti, the central government favored the formation of Maharashtra. Then Indira Gandhi, president of Congress, supported the Samyukta Maharashtra movement. The central government gave consent the two linguistic state Maharashtra and Gujarat. In April 1960, the parliament passed the Mumbai Reorganization Act, and then formation of Maharashtra state has become. On 1st May 1960, Pandit Nehru officially made announcement of formation of Maharashtra state at special ceremony at Raj Bhavan. Then Yashwantrao Chauhan accepted the responsibility as the first chief minister of Maharashtra. Now I think so you can understand this lesson very well. Just read it very carefully in the at your home, and just here given the exercises is there. Question answers are given here. Just you have to write down. Just you have to solve these questions in your homework book. Okay. Now we can understand it very well. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.